Goods are the things which you can manufacture in the plant, and you can just talk about it. These are the tangible in nature. You can see, you can feel, you can, you know, you can just try it out once, right? This is one thing. Second, we can talk about the services, right? Services are the intangible in nature, and you can only feel it when you are actually consuming it, right? Like if we talk about the operators, telecom operators, they will fall into this category, right? You can talk about hospitality, you can talk about the services provided by the doctors and all those people, right? So Kotler have said about services in this manner. I would like to tell you a little bit more in this. Though from the definition side, from the Kotler side, this will remain same, right? This will remain the way it is. Goods, services, event, person, place, organization, idea, experience, all those things, right? From the Kotler side. But what I'm going to give you is to make you understand the importance of this particular word, services, right? As I said, say this is the future. Services, when you market a product, when you market a good, even then you need to have the services part involved in it, right? Of course, the hardcore services industry, that hospitality industry or the intangible things, that will fall under this category. But it doesn't mean that you will only take this thing seriously when you are in hospitality industry or telecom operator, or maybe in other ways, the financial services and all those. But when you are selling the goods, even that services are important in terms of after sales services. And I have already told you about the relationships, maintaining the relationship with the business relationship with the customers. So for maintaining the business relation with the customers, you need to provide them the best after sales services. And that is why, people prefer this particular fellow over this fellow, right? At times, when you ask people, they will prefer this because they will say, yes, the services of this particular fellow is better than this fellow, right? So, services is basically the key term. And if you have the best services on place, let me tell you guys, you can have the competitive success, sustainable competitive advantage. What is this word I said? Sustainable competitive advantage. You know, is basically the advantage which is there for the long term with you, right? Sustainable competitive advantage. It is basically there with you for the long term, and services can create that thing for you. If you are best in the services, you will be having better revenue, you will be having better turnover, you will be having better brand name. This is for sure. What happens in today's world, when you come up with certain good, people used to copy it very easily. They can do it. You can talk about the quality of the product, they can copy it. You can talk about the prices, they can copy it. You can talk about distribution, they can manage that thing. You can talk about, retail shops, you can talk about the way you, whatever, XYZ, they can copy. But they cannot copy one thing, which is like services. To copy that thing, to be at that level, they need time, because that cannot be done, overnight. That needs time. So if your services are good, you can have the sustainable competitive advantage, and from there you can gain in the business, right? And this is what it is very, very important. So first I said about the goods, we can talk about the services, we can talk about the event. Right? Event, what do you mean by event? Like we just had Vibrant Gujarat. This word is here, this word is here. Okay. We can talk about this flower show, right? We can talk about musical night, right? With some singer, maybe. Okay, musical thing. This is an event. This is an event. Maybe we can talk about some seminar. Maybe we can talk about some workshop. Maybe we can talk about some fair. Maybe it is like book fair or job fair or maybe real estate fair, right? Real estate fair, whatever it is, right? We can talk about that event. Maybe we can talk about, uh, Mother's Day celebration event, Mother's Day celebration event, right? So there are a lot of events. There are a lot of events. So that is what you can market, right? When you have, let's say, a musical night with, let's say, some singer, you can market that product. You can get some revenue out of it. And let's say you have that event in some club for that matter. Let's say we can talk about those who are familiar with Ahmedabad, the location, they would be knowing about Rajpath Club or maybe any club in your city, right? Any club in your city, maybe Surya in Lucknow, maybe MB Club in some other place, maybe some other, golf club. Oh, no, not exactly, but some other, some any place where you can have the gathering, right? So it is like 8,000 people capacity, right? Here in Rajpath Club. So now I'm having this musical night, and which is with the good singer, famous, I would say. Uh, let's say I'll take this example, right? Or you can take any other thing like Arijit, maybe, or maybe which is like famous, right? So if I'm having such event, a marketeer will get the opportunity to encash that. Of course, you need to sell the passes. That is one thing. And passes will get sold because of this people, right? This people. So you have sold the event, but on the basis of the people. And here, if you see, I would love to show you a person. I'm talking about as of now event, but here you have sold it because of the person or the celebrity, because people love this particular fellow, Badsha, and that is why they are gonna buy your passes, right? And they like this fellow, and that is why they have taken the passes, right? So a marketer should know that what should I communicate to my target audience. When you are going to sell the passes, you can talk about these people, right? But when you are going to encash this particular event in Rajpath, and you just want to have the sponsorships, maybe from a musical this musical instrument manufacturing company, instrument, right? Musical instruments like guitar or drum or whatever it is. Probably you can just have a word with this company, and you can say about that this particular event is gonna have, we are gonna have this event, and these people are gonna come. So you can just be there. You can have your stalls there. You can have the space. You can showcase the things, and probably that's how you can do. Or maybe you can talk about the companies which are into the car dealers, right? They can just be there at the gate. Probably they can just put a vehicle there. People will come, 8,000 people around. If you see, 8,000 people will come there and they can, you can market your vehicle. So here, what I have done here, I have actually spoken about the event. That is one thing, and I also have spoken about the people, both the things. So marketers normally use the mix of these, right? They probably use the event. They probably use the celebrity. They also may use the experience, right? What is experience? If you talk about if you talk about the experience, what does it mean? Suppose even in I like to talk about this particular thing. Maybe this would be very easy to understand, right? I have got like, let's say, New Year party, right? And one is in the in the some location like mid of the sea, or maybe some lake or whatever it is, right? Or maybe the second one is in the some resort, right? This is in some local hotel, maybe. Local means